Hello everybody, Trojans for Life here, and welcome to a video on a Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 trailer that just dropped today. I already saw the trailer. We are actually going to analyze the trailer in little bits and segments. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that like button, and let's get right in. This whole first scene was very reminiscent of Five Nights at Freddy's 6, where, you know, it's a new day, you have to get a new job and everything. You're joining the workforce, you're brand new. It looks really interesting. Obviously, first day is always stressful, you know, as per usual, any job. And so I guess you decide to work at Freddy's because Fazbear Entertainment wants to hire you. So yeah, let's stop right there. So in this first scene, it looks like you're at a carnival, or maybe like the Halloween Dreadbear DLC, where it looks like you have to play Five Nights at Freddy's 1 while doing other mechanics. So you may have like a shooting, like a little a blaster, kind of like Foxy's Adventure from the first VR game. And so you're gonna have to like shoot the doors and the lights and stuff and make sure that, I guess, the characters don't get you and whatnot. And we'll touch upon this later because there is a segment at the end of the trailer where they do talk about that. But this is or not talk about it, but they show that you're going to be managing like multiple things. But this is very reminiscent of the Foxy minigame in VR, as well as Dreadbear, because, you know, the leaves and, well, at least the trees and stuff. So it says Phaser Blast, which is very interesting. I don't know if that connects to Phaser Blast itself, if this is actually part of Phaser Blast, or if this is part of Foxy's thing. Next thing, this looks like Foxy's area. So this whole scene right here, it looks like Foxy's pirate ride. I don't know if it looks like the very beginning to show you, hey, here's all like here's the scores. Obviously, you have Captain Foxy here. It looks like a new model, too, so props to Steelwolf for doing that. Obviously, you have a point system right here. The purple targets are the higher score, and if you go all the way down to 25, it's a red. But that's really interesting. And then you also have high score, which was 11,350. But this is very reminiscent of, you know, the Foxy game where, you know, you're shooting things in the little go-kart in the Foxy VR segment of the Halloween DLC. So now we have, I guess this is the customer service portion of the game. So you have to pick the right food, or maybe make the right food in a certain amount of time, it looks like. And you're going to be putting it on the tray for all the customers to eat. And there's a staff bot waiting here for that stuff. This is if you're working in like parts and service or something. I believe this stuff was shown off early in Daco's video, where you're welding a circuit board and trying to fix a carousel to fight off against Moon. And there are more segments of that in this trailer, so interesting to see that too. And then this one, which was very weird and very confusing. This is, I don't know why this would be here, but it reminded me of a dentist. Because what's weird is you're taking a mask and you're putting it on Helpy, and there's like some gas that comes out of it. So I don't know if this segment of the game you're like trying to do surgery on Helpy, or trying to fix him, or do something. But it reminded me of like a dentist, and so it looks like you're gonna be putting a mask on Helpy to see, I guess, help him or change a part, because you can see the part button over here. There's a volume meter here. There's a vent here. This area might be Five Nights at Freddy's 6. And I'll get to that in a sec, because there is a trailer segment later that'll show you that. But again, this part reminded me very much of a dentist. And then obviously you might have to like test a VR game where you're actually like testing a game. But it looks like if you're going to be testing the VR game, you're going to have to be on the watch, because the endo there, who was whatever, I guess, got close enough to you to where it plunged back. So you might have to be, while testing a game, you might have to be mindful of who's watching you, whether it's endos, whatever. And it's a matching game too, which is nice. And this looks like it's in the daycare. I don't know, this is hooked up obviously into the endo, but that looks really cool. Like, it's like a VR headset for the animatronics. It looks really cool. So this is the whole segment, at least in Help One, or in Ruin, the Ruin DLC, in Security Breach Ruin. There's a part where you go up to the Foxy Log Flume ride, and you actually see the Chica cut out, the Foxy cut out. Helpy's in from the first one, Help Wanted game, so he's not really new there. There looks to be a bunch of kids in the background, like just, you know, going up and down. I don't know what these are, but they're playing tug of rope right here. But this looks to be the log flume that you're in, and I don't know if that log flume is, sorry about that, if it's the same as this, or if it's not the same. You know, if it's this same thing or it's not, and whether this whole segment is connected to the Phaser Blast segment. I don't know. You guys have to tell me in the comments below. You got a whole segment here where it looks like you're going to be beautifying, or maybe not beautifying, but using makeup to touch up the animatronics. Looks like you're going to be working on the glam rock animatronics. Kind of like how we worked on Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy in the first Help Wanted game, where you had to just do parts and service tasks. This one looks like you're going to be, you know, doing makeup and actually like opening them and just really touching upon their details and stuff, making them ready for the kids, so that way the kids don't, you know, they're not like, why is this character broken? Why doesn't he have good makeup? Why isn't he colored differently, you know? And that's very creepy. Honestly, like, I would hate to be in a chair that close to Roxanne Wolf. Like, she could just get you. Yeah. Right, so this next segment, it looks like you're going to be making, whoops. You're going to be making a Bonnie or some type of paper pal. And you're going to be it's going to be against the Sun animatronics. So you're probably going to be working on, you know, making a paper pal for the kids or something like that. And the Sun is going to be watching or something like that. Obviously, they'll kill you, but it looks very creepy. I'll just say that. Also, this paper pal reminds me of the Bonnie paper pal, which I believe is later in the trailer, I'm not sure, but it does remind me of the Bonnie paper pal from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Alright, so here's something that was actually shown off in the in Daco's footage. There's actually a part where you're actually going up against man, I gotta get it framed good. Oh no. You're going to be going up against other animatronics, other characters and stuff like that, or at least on a like a whack-a-mole type game. So you're going to be going up against Bon. I think Blush Babies are in this, and Helpy is also in this. You can see Helpy a second later right here, although it's not the best view of Helpy, but you can clearly see there will be multiple characters. I think in Daco's video there's also Plush Baby in here as well. So after that, you come back to this Phaser Blast segment. So I don't know if this is connected to the log ride. I mean, I'm looking around at the bottom to see if this is part of the log or something, but it doesn't look like it. But you're gonna be popping balloons. This is the segment with Helpy, obviously. You have a candy pail right here. It looks like you have a buzzsaw. Seriously, are you doing surgery on Helpy, bro? Like, this is kind of weird. Over here you have a vent, and it looks like this might be from FNAF 6 because of the vent and everything. And it's the same room as the one before that I did show off. So, and then when you take off the mask, his mouth is foaming. I thought these were teeth when I watched it, but I guess you are 100% doing surgery on Helpy. You must be like giving him anesthetics or something so he doesn't feel the pain. I would not want to chop off Helpy's leg. That's very disturbing. I'll just say that. Also, there is a thing in the corner, this TV show. It definitely reminds me of all the ads from FNAF 6. So the wacky wart paste, the laughing lollies guy, the plumbing one. I can't remember all of them, but that does remind me of that as well. So, but again, it's very weird that he's foaming, but it looks like you're going to be doing surgery on Helpy. So, this one is also part of the same minigame with the welding. This is the same mini game that Daco played and was shown off, putting the circuit board that's being welded together onto a carousel, and then you have to defend yourself against the moon animatronic, which was shown off. Okay, so this is new. So this whole segment is the DJ Music Man section of the game, and it looks like you're going to be pressing buttons or learning how to become a DJ, because it says round 1. There's 3 rounds. There's a start button, a bigger button maybe to select the round. There's some small buttons over here that says replay. Maybe some buttons over here, a knob to turn the music. Maybe you have to get the music just right for Music Man so he doesn't kill you or something like that. This is Sister Location. So it looks like we're going to be able to play Sister Location in VR. So, and you can clearly tell that because of this camera right here, which is the camera that's in Sister Location on your left side with the oxygen meter. And you can also tell, I thought this was FNAF 1 again, which is very weird, but now I see there's a vent here, there's a door button here, I guess a light button here, I would presume. And then you have all the rooms in Sister Location. This one, ooh, okay, I stopped it at a good frame with the flash got on. Looks like, is that the Mimic? It's hard to tell with how low quality this video is, but I think that's another Endo, but it could be the Mimic. And it looks like this. Obviously, that's the endoskeleton that you were facing off against before, where he was on the table and he moved back real quick. But so it looks like you're gonna be able to use the flash and see where they are. Maybe you have to go up against like 2 or 3, but this is definitely in the daycare. What's disturbing is you can see a hand hanging here from one of the staff bots. The moon plush is here. I'm just trying to see if, like, I'm trying to analyze every single thing. It's just, it looks so creepy. Here's a darker image. That does look like the Mimic, or at least an Endo. Next scene is Ballora coming down the hall. Then you have the breaker room. The breaker room was actually shown off in the footage at PAX West that Daco did a video on, in Daco's footage. So, and you have to keep Funtime Freddy from coming close to you. You have to, like, use a megaphone to be like, hey, whatever, lure him around and keep him away from you, while you have to reboot up systems in the breaker room. Looks very creepy. This is also part of the same carousel that I talked about earlier. You have to, like, do a bunch of power changes and take things out and put things back in. Here's DJ Music Man coming towards you. You're going to be popping things, and it doesn't look like this is part of the log ride. It's just in Phaser Blast. You're going to be popping things. But if you turn to your right, you have a plush baby that the person just hit. You have a laser gun right here, which means you're probably going to be able to pick that up. Maybe balls to go throw around stuff. And then you also have the crate, #1 crate from FNAF 6 here. I don't know if it's a distraction or what. I actually, when I watched this first, I thought that Red Bear was a Nightmare Freddy or a FNAF 4 animatronic, but it just did cut out, so. Alright, so it does look like if you look away, you're going to have to close the doors because Bonnie's here, Pika's here. You're probably going to have to multitask and do 2 or 3 different things at once. Then you have Glamrock Freddy. So this is what I was talking about. It looks like you're going to be able to work on all the Glamrock animatronics, maybe Monty and Chica as well. All we've seen so far, though, is Roxanne Wolf, pull her up here, and Glamrock Freddy. And yeah, that's so creepy, dude. Like, coming right at you, man. That's so creepy. And then this looks like it's part of the daycare section, or at least Foxy's pirate ride. In some way, it looks like it's gonna be in the dark. Could be an intro sequence, kind of like the first Help Wanted, where you were in that cart and, like, it went by, oh, here's a game, it's fictional. Could be the same thing. Here's DJ Music Man much closer. And then this, obviously, oh, so you are gonna have to perform surgery on Helpy. So I guess you have to be careful with your audio levels. You have to, I guess, maybe take off his head and take off his leg. Dude, that's so messed up, bro. And you have to be cautious because you don't want to break any limbs while he's alive. And it looks like you don't want to freeze him or shock him in some way and make him too cold or shock him. So you might have to put on anesthetics so you can make sure that he's okay. Just to reiterate, it's just the same thing. He took off the mask. This is in the same area as Scrap Baby. Man, I can't get the frame right. There we go, I got the frame. So Scrap Baby's gonna be right here. I'm sure that this person's dead unless he shines the flashlight or something, but... And then here's another image of the breaker room. Very, very creepy. Here's Music Man again, coming out of his hidey hole. This is another part of the Sun and Moon building a paper plate animatronic. It's weird with the mouth. Kinda looks like Glitch Trap. Not saying it is, but... Here's DJ Music Man coming even closer, giving a jump scare. And last but not least, jump scare from Baby. Now that is the most insane thing. Look at this. Oh man, she's using her claws. Look at that. Dude, this looks so like the... Oh man, I'm so glad this game is in VR. I'm so excited, guys. Now we're gonna just do a little audio listen with the visuals, so, you know, we don't have to talk over everything, but yeah. Time to clock in. The first day at a new job can be daunting. Yep. Always. I know what that's like. Entertainment is different. We are invested in you. At a Fazbear location, you are given... So yeah, you have all these things in VR, all these experiences. Service, technical support, safety and security, game testing. Wow. Perhaps test driving one of our ride attractions. You're gonna be doing a bunch of different things as an employee. Try a little of everything and find what speaks to you. Whatever it may be, there's only one way to find out. Wow. This is so creepy. Accepting applications. Dude, hands down, I'd apply. Yep, December 2023. I'm excited, guys. I hope you guys are too. I'm gonna let this run in the background without any audio. We'll end it off here. If you guys did enjoy today's video, I did, as always. This game looks insane. I cannot wait. It's coming out this year, this December, 10 days away, and then between December 1st and the 31st, this game will come out and it'll drop. I'll try my best to get videos out on it as quick as I can. No guarantees, but I always try my best and I always do the best I can to do that. I hope you guys are excited for this game. Let me know in the comments if you're going to play it. Let me know in the comments if you're actually just going to watch me play it. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be doing... Maybe you're going to be playing a mix of it and then watching me play it, or playing it first then doing that, or playing it after people play it and after it comes out. Any way is all cool. I'm really excited for this game. It looks dope. I'm excited. It looks very scary. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have a fun time playing this game. I know you guys are going to be excited. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that like button for more Five Nights at Freddy's content in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys!